What's going on, YouTube? Frosty here. Hope you guys are doing well. We're at a bit of a crossroads with Call of Duty. There's a large segment of the community that are just fed up with Activision and its studios and developers sort of ignoring the fan base. And we also have this other segment of the community which is completely fine with everything that's going on because they are super casual players and they kind of ignore all of that other noise. You know, they're probably not here on YouTube, and if they are, they're not watching a ton of content. And on top of that, they're kind of the ones the game is being catered towards. So why would they want anything to really change? They're able to get the skins they want. They're able to play their 1 or 2 games a night that they want to play, and then they hop off. So they don't have as much investment as that first group has, because I feel the people that are more fed up with Call of Duty are the ones that are a little bit more boisterous. They're the ones that are going to spend more time on the game. They're the ones that want the game to succeed on different levels. They're the ones whose expectations are a little higher. And with this being said, it's not to say that the people in the second group are necessarily wrong, but they're happily riding on a bus that's heading off the edge of a cliff, because Activision is happily steering this bus full of these casual players towards a cliff, and eventually it's going to topple over and it's going to fall to its ultimate demise, which is really bleak and disappointing because this was a franchise that was only moving upwards, and now it's this sharp decline that realistically can only be stopped by one thing. And this isn't the end-all be-all solution that I'm coming up with, but this is what I believe can reset the franchise and get us a good foundation again and really help the developers out to catch up to what the majority of the community wants, because right now they are so laser focused on catering to one subsection of their community instead of trying to capture the larger scope of their community. Because I'm going to be honest with you, if you're a casual Call of Duty player, you're probably going to play the game and enjoy it regardless of the majority of the features that have been implemented that favor you. Because I know of myself, most certainly, was a casual player for a very long time until I got better at the game and was able to invest more time into the game. And I would like more casual players to turn into more active members of the community. I think that's great for Call of Duty. So what's the solution? Where do we go from here? You probably can tell from the title of this video, but the solution that I've come up with is the Modern Warfare Collection Remastered. And this would consist of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 all being remastered, packaged, and sent to the player base this fall or next spring. And this would give the game, this franchise, a little bit of a reset. Allow the developers a little bit of extra time, because there would be a lot of content there for the community to digest as Call of Duty restructures and figures out where they're going to go in the next 3 to 5 years. Because the next 3 to 5 years for Call of Duty are going to be insanely crucial. With the rise in PC gaming, with the rise of the new console era, they have to figure out where they're going to play in this. Do they want to be the big players they once were during the Xbox 360 and Xbox One days, or are they going to fade into the background and let other games like XDefiant and Apex Legends and Fortnite take the reins as the top multiplayer games on the platforms? And it's fine whichever direction they go, but I'll be honest with you, with Activision at the head, they're going to be the ones that want to take this franchise and grow it to where it once was. They want to be the top dog. Look at how they boasted those sales numbers for all of 2 weeks. Unfortunately, they weren't able to keep any of those players playing the game. Unfortunately, they weren't able to milk those players for every little cent in their shop because people realized how little content there was in the game at launch. And even now today, 6 months later, there isn't a ton of content here. There's not enough to say this game's been out for 6 months and it's a live service game. No, this isn't good enough. And I think that the majority of the community can acknowledge that what we have right now in Modern Warfare 2 isn't good enough. But with resetting everything and allowing a reset with a collection from this Modern Warfare era, which is a wonderful era, I think we can get everybody back on track, and on top of it, let people enjoy what they used to enjoy. Cash in on some of that nostalgia. I know that people didn't love the depot credits and the supply drops in Modern Warfare Remastered, but I didn't hate it. It wasn't a pay-to-win system. You could buy things or earn stuff in-game. I love that system. It's not perfect by any means, and I'm not sitting here saying I want supply drops to come back, but I'm also advocating for the games just getting better in general. And I'd love to experience some of what COD 4 had to offer again. I'd love to experience some of what Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 had to offer again, but upscaled to this generation where we can play it on the PS5 or the Xbox Series X or on these extremely powerful PCs. And it'll also give Activision the opportunity to say, hey, look at what people enjoy and utilize that feedback and implement it to their developers and say, this is what we need to do to keep players playing. You don't just need to cash in on nostalgia. As much as that does work, I'm not going to lie, it works on me. But I think they also need to make sure that they do more to bring back the core elements of what made Call of Duty while we were helping it grow to where it is today. Unfortunately, we're seeing it fall off a cliff, but I think we can reposition it so it can go upwards in trajectory again, so we can get back to those high heights again. And I think a reset with a collection package that's remastered with fan favorite games and give people a little bit more of that classic Call of Duty feel and taste again will really do this franchise some good. And on top of it, you're not forced to release a game right away. You can give your developers some time to polish their games a little bit more, add some more content, allow them to grow and prosper versus just releasing them and letting them die. It's a bleak future for Call of Duty unless they find a way to reset the path now. This is only one way forward, but I think it's a way forward that will actually bring the community together a little bit. Allow the community to enjoy and embrace some of that nostalgia that we have for this series and for this franchise. But at the end of the day, it's one idea, and I'm sure you guys all have ideas on how to reset the Call of Duty franchise, so I'd love to hear them down below in that comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear any and all criticisms or suggestions. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Bye.